You had an exhausting day, had not you? It was such an exhausting, long, tiring day. But I feel like it's not really because that there were a lot of things that you had to do physically, but there were a lot of mental exhibitions that you did. Yeah. Or maybe you also had a lot of things to do physically, and that's what's adding to the exhaustion that you're feeling right now. And you may be feeling out of balance. Yeah. So there's something that you just did, you just started on, and maybe the things when it arrived to you, they were quite overwhelming. It scared you, and maybe you got intimidated by the process. And it's the imposter syndrome kicking in, where you think to yourself that you're not gonna be able to do it, you're not gonna be able to make it through this because who are you? I mean, that's maybe what you're thinking right now. And it's creating all of these sorts of resistance, mostly mental resistance, that you're not worthy of this. Yeah, there were a lot of moments probably today where you felt like, who am I even? Who am I? Who am I to talk to this person? Who am I to do this? Who am I to speak in front of the crowd? Who am I to be heard and listened to? Who am I to take on this opportunity? And what I'm hearing is that it's not really about who you are or who you have built yourself so far. What matters is that you are right here. You are right here and right there at that experience, at that moment, at that opportunity. That means that you are exactly meant to be there. And I'm not saying that this isn't because you're not someone who's worthy enough to be there. No, actually you are worthy to be there, but it's not the point. It's the point is not because you are worthy, but it's because you are there. That is the point. I hope it makes sense. I hope that it gets, or it's speaking to someone who's meant to speak to. Because I feel like you're losing your fire in something that you started as something that you're very passionate about. Like, this is something that you hold very closely and near to your heart, and maybe you're losing balance. Yes, you're in this constant overthinking, or even what I'm getting is overstimulation. Maybe because you just did something and it's bound to overstimulate you, because these are all new information that you're taking in, new energies of people that you're taking in, and that is new. But that doesn't mean that you're not capable. That doesn't mean that you're not meant to be there. You are there. You are here right in that opportunity because you asked for it. You literally asked for it. Yeah. There was a time in your life, not so far from the present moment actually, where you prayed for this. You talked so genuinely to Spirit, saying, please, Lord, God, universe, source, creator, mother, Spirit, please give me this thing. This would make me really happy. And now it does. This is actually a very great thing that happened for you. But maybe great things come, and they also carry within them great energies, but you're cup was specifically confirmation, was specifically molded and crafted for you to be able to contain all these energies, all these great things that are about to come to you. So don't doubt it, because you asked for it and you are ready for it. And it's only a matter of time before you get used. Not only get used, because get used is a word that I would use for someone who just got used to the process, but you're someone who emerges past the process because you're able to innovate something out of nothing. And that's what's so great about you. Yeah, so just breathe in, breathe out. You got this. You can handle this. And you're not alone in this journey. You are not alone in this journey. You asked for this. And this is a great thing. This is a good thing. Remember, when good things come, allow. Okay? And maybe your body's just trying to adjust through these great things that are happening in your life right now, because all it ever known was how to adjust, how to alchemize out of certain situations that are quite, triggering. And this stuff that's coming in for you is a new stimuli, because this goodness is something that you're not yet literate on. But it doesn't mean that you're not ready to receive it, because you are. And it's precisely why this already came for you. Yeah, so I want you to just bask in the energy that this exact thing arrived. And that alone is something to be grateful for. Yes, and it might be hard, yes, if you try to look at it too far ahead, but just take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Just take it one day at a time. And you'll get there. You get to the top. You're gonna. I'm seeing the wheel, but the wheel is a pentacle, a large pentacle. And so you're gonna be at the top of your field, at the top of your career. You just have to trust that process. Yeah. Because you're someone who's learning right now how to ride a bicycle. And for you to ride a bicycle, you must learn how to balance the bicycle. And for you to be able to learn how to balance the bicycle, you have to keep on moving. You have to keep on getting your feet on the pedal and just stride. And it wouldn't require you to constantly look at what you're pedaling, but it requires you to be aware to your immediate surrounding, not too far ahead, because you're bound to trip up if you look too far ahead, but just the right amount of surroundings to look to. And you're gonna learn how to ride. You're gonna enjoy how to ride a bicycle. And you asked for this bicycle. I don't know why the bicycle is coming up as an analogy in these past few days, but that's just what I'm getting. Because this is your wheel of fortune. The wheel is turning into your favor. And you have to acknowledge that for yourself. You have to be able to become literate to these changes of the wheels turning to your favor. And you also have to believe that it is actually turning in your favor. because it is. It is. And you're doing a great job. You're doing it, is what I want to say. So just keep on writing. So that is the short message that I have for you today, collective. I know my energy is quite a bit low today because I have exhausted all my energy today. Yeah, it has been quite an eventful day, as it was my first day of work as a corporate girly. And I also asked for this, I manifested this, and it's now come to my reality. And I'm really, really grateful for it. But right now, I'm just feeling exhausted, probably because of having to adjust to all these changes. But that's natural, that's valid, that's human. And that's also how it goes for you, because you are undergoing this tremendous amount of changes in just a compressed time. And so you're bound to shake sometimes, you're bound to trip a little sometimes, but what matters is that you're gonna pick yourself up. You're not even gonna trip because you are so protected. You're so protected, so you're not gonna trip. So just have faith and believe and do your breathing work, breath work. You'll find your wind. You'll do. Just like this bird right here. It's actually one of the things that I bought in my vacation. Look at that. This is actually a bird, yeah. And I don't know, it has some certain center of mass on its head. That's why I'm able to do this. It's so cool, actually. And I just wanted to show you that. Yeah, it's come with this pyramid right here. And what happens is that I will just put the tip of the bird's beak there, and we'll just glide like that. This is a weird tangent, but yeah, that is the message that I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking in. I love you guys so much. And if you haven't known already, you are so great. I love you, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.